So as you're aware, I've already done the match at Linear Fisheries at Hunt's Corner. So I decided to stay up here after the match. I've got the swim after peg 4. I knew there was a few fish still showing. I don't know, what do I say? I was just taking the mick because I was going to jump on B1 or St John's. And whilst I was taking the mick out of the guys in peg 4, I turned around to him and said, "Oh, I might bivvy up behind you." And obviously there was a slight problem with the linear booking system. Some people turned up early or something, but anyway, nobody turned up for peg 4 anyway, so we had a quick nose on the system, and the peg was free tonight. So I decided to come down, set up, and hope for the best, which is what I done. The rods are all out now and all ready to go. Congratulations to the 1 in 3 that won the Southwest Carpers, first, second and third. They done pretty well to get there. It was quite a close match once again. It was filled with top quality anglers, as you know, and because obviously it had 9 pairs out of 36 that was still left in it, and they were probably the better pairs, but I shouldn't have thought it was luck, but hey ho. Nah, they're alright, they're good anglers, they are. But anyway, I stayed on to give it one more shot on Hunt's Corner. Well, not really one more shot, this is my first time down there on Linear Fisheries as well. Let's see if we can bag a fish. So I got my first fish from Linear Fisheries. So obviously I got me waders on, so that's a good sign. So I had a fish during the night, which was really good. I was a bit worried last night because I don't know the place that well. Obviously I have been here over the weekend, so I've seen what's going on. I know roughly where the fish are, and on top of that, obviously it's a new water for me, so I feel like I want to catch, but at the same time I'm not scared of blanking. Fishing hard waters all the time, I'm used to it now. But thankfully, first time I've come here for an overnight bash after the match, and I've pulled out a fish, which is quite nice. And lovely big scaly. It weighed in at 25 pound 6, and I wasn't expecting it because we had hell of a night last night. The thunder, the lightning, the rain. I was really worried that I didn't really want to catch a fish in it in case I got struck by lightning or something, but this is the way it goes. It's already here, the rods were out, and anyway, I pulled in a nice fish. Unfortunately, it was tethered. It had a hair attached to it. It also had a 2.5 ounce lead. This was why I took off. Obviously didn't stop it feeding because I picked it up on my rods. So got myself a nice free heli rig, and a 3 ounce lead. I use them as well, so thanks to the angler that lost it. This isn't very old because the hook's still mega sharp, so I don't think it's been turning it around for long. Whether it's one of the anglers from the weekend or the last couple of weeks, I don't know, but it's mine now. But no, it's good times. I said I was really happy that I had the fish, especially considering the conditions. It was hammering it down. The rats started to get I don't know, they're really keen to come in here after me baits and that, even though they're all shut. So I'm guessing because all the anglers throw all the particle in the edge and drop it on the side, I'm guessing they feel more obliged to come up and see if you got anything for them to eat. But there was like 3 or 4 here last night, and with them, the thunder and the lightning, I was struggling to sleep. I managed to get 1 kit, and then my alarms whizzed off, and I sort of opened my eyes. I didn't realise it was my alarm at start, and then I turned around and see my receiver, I was off. I was gone, I knew what that was. But that's brilliant times. I got it in the net, which is more than what a lot of people do. Hunt's Corner can be a hard water for people who haven't been here before. A lot of people do blank on this lake, so I'm quite happy with that. Obviously, normally I've been fishing down at Ringwood, so it's a bit slow going. You might not see many fish, so I've come onto here. I've still got Wobmill and Big Haze to do. Wobmill, we should be doing a case social unless we pick another lake. And we're also jumping on to Big Haze at the end of the month for the Southwest Carp social. So that'd be quite nice because we all get along, and there are some brilliant anglers in amongst them all that's fishing that match. But obviously I'll be focusing on my own fishing again instead of everybody else's, which I'd like to do a bit more of to try and see some fish. Like I said, catching bream all the time. I enjoy catching fish, but it's not the fish that I'm after. That's the most crucial part. This is my first fish at Linear Fisheries. This is quite an exciting fish for me to catch, to be honest. I spent the whole weekend watching everybody else catch fish, and now I've had the opportunity to catch a fish myself. The weather was horrible last night. It was like thunder, lightning, rain, rats going for the bait and stuff. Bit of chaos. I didn't get much sleep. I woke up to a screaming run, which I was quite happy with. And this was the outcome. This is £25.6. Lovely looking mirror carp. Okay, £25.6. First fish at Linear. Even get a kiss look. We'll see the other side. There you go. Lovely looking fish. I say this is quite an important fish for me because I've never been to this venue before, and I managed to get one on the first night. Obviously this was the winning swim, so I knew there were fish holding up in here. I'm really happy with that. That was quality, that was. Most of you know already that I don't hide anything at all when I'm catching fish, so let's just take you through a few of the bits I'm doing. This is the very rig that caught me the fish. I haven't even had to sharpen the hook's still razor sharp. It's already been hooked in the fish's mouth, and it's still as sharp as what it was when I first tied the hook yesterday, or the rig shall I say. And this is start with the leg. This is tungsten tubing, and then you've got the leg clip as well on top of that. You've also got the quick release with a quick clip, shall I say. You've got the anti-tangle sleeve, the hook link, the kicker, and the Talon X hook, and as well as the PVA tape, which I've used on the boilies. As you can see, solid, the boilies aren't coming off. Obviously slightly different with casting, but I haven't had a problem yet. It is really good stuff. Like I said, I pulled in a 25 pounder last night. That's my first carp I've had on the gear that I'm aware of so far, so I'm quite happy with that. Like I said, we went fishing the other day and we caught 30 bream each, and my hook was still as sharp as what it was on the last bream as what it was on the first bream. So I'm quite happy with that. Bait wise, this is the CR2 as well as the Ultra Nut for CR baits. And on the hair I've got half a wafter as well as this CR2 on there. So that wafter I believe is It is half of a Northern Special. There. So I said, because there's the other half. Look. That hums, that does. The Northern Specials. They're brilliant baits, they are. But what I do with them is I get the pot. Obviously they come with the additive as well. I put the additive in it, but I don't like buoyancy baits. I like my baits on the deck. So what I do is I buy the extra pot of syrup, put that in there and leave that to soak. That's been soaking for a couple months now, so none of the wafters actually waft at all. They sit on the deck, but they stink to, well, that's one of the smelliest baits I've used, and it is very effective, as you can see. I know there is a problem with crays, but over the weekend people say I use pop-ups, but I have witnessed a few people over the weekend that are still getting smashed by crays with pop-ups. So I don't think it makes much odds in these lakes. There's so many crays in there. For those that are interested, who might fish in this lake in the future, who might think about fishing in Peg 4, I was at 13.5 wraps on a gravel bar. The gravel bar is bigger. You could probably hit it with 15 wraps or less. It doesn't make much odds, I don't think. It is a big gravel bar. All the fish have been showing against the edge, the other side, during the day, but during the night, like I said, it's the same as what it is at home, being a gravel pit. All the fish get down in the middle of the lake in the night and start coming on to feed normally. So I just treated it like it was a water at home. Anyone interested, this is all the haulers components that help me catch the fish. Definitely take a look at their website and buy a few bits, because they definitely worked for me, especially this time, being on a venue I've never fished before.